Hey, this is Madmaxed again with another great video. You guys would please hit the subscribe button in the corner on the right. Give it a thumbs up you like. You got questions, please leave them in the comments. You got any comments about it, just please leave them. So the champ I'm going to go over and spotlight is Seer. Now, Seer is a really great champ. She's a void champ. She's a void epic. She can be about the hardest hitting champ in the game, but she has to have the setup for it. Now, what you're going to see is about double is either 50% or double what you're going to have, because I do have Lydia. Unless you have Lydia, because Lydia will drop the defense first and she will do the weaken. That almost 2x your damage, and then the damage that she's going to do is going to be phenomenal. Just keep this in mind, though. Now, the way she's built, she's got two perception pieces on. I would probably put all on her, get her speed up at least over 200 or something now. Her defense is awful. I mean, it's a base is awful. I mean, I've got about, 100, 130% more that I added to her, but 807 is a very low defense. She's not defense based. She's got 3,500 attack. She has about 3,900 HP. Her HP is good. Her base HP is fine. She just has a very low defense. So she's a little bit on the squishy side. You'll look, her crit rate is only 89%. I usually use Bad L in the lead, which gives you 25 more, so she's got plenty for the crit rate. Her crit damage is 237. I have seen some over 300 something, which is insane, and it does major damage. Her accuracy is 303. For Doom Tower, that's plenty because I usually use Drexar for the lead. He gives you 70 more. 370 is a huge amount of accuracy. All right, her skills, when you look at this, she hits with her A1. She gets an extra turn a lot of times. She is booked out, been booked out a while. Her A2 gives you that increased crit rate, that increased, that weakened. So if you don't have Lydia, she's going to increase her crit rate if you're using this first. And then she'll come back and she uses the A3. Her A3 is the big attack. You really want her to use it first, but you want everybody else to go that's going to throw a bunch of buffs first, is what you want to do. Because she removes all buffs from all allies and all enemies. Now that's both. So if you've got up a bunch of buffs, she's going to remove them. Then attacks all the enemies. The damage increases according to the number of removal of the removed buffs. She has a 50% chance of placing a sleep debuff on all enemies for one turn. The chance of placing a sleep debuff increased by 5% for each buff removed. Inflict less damages to bosses. And that is her big, big hit, too. Her resist is 40 in all battles. I have much better than that, but still, I've never finished out of Masters. I went down here and got Lords of Steel with an extra 15%, War Master. I would go down and take War Master. I would take the 5% chance to lessen the cooldowns and a few other ones, but I mean, this not really going to help you a whole lot for what she does. Because it's really about the buff removals. So I'm going to go into the dungeon and show you just how effective she is. Now, if I have Renegade, I do have Renegade at 60, but I don't have it timed right. If I brought it in, this is like a 30-second run on a dungeon. I do not want to go in and do that because you want to be able to see how much it does even. And this is without all the buffs being thrown, by the way. So I'm going to slow this down and I'll show you. Okay, so everybody's got one buff except for Lydia that's got that one extra one. All right, so then Lydia's going to go and weaken and drop the defense. So now everybody has 3 each except for Lydia who has 5. So you're looking at 17 buffs is what you're looking at. And she's going to remove those. And 186,000 on one I just saw there. Now, she may or may not be able to get her stuff up again. It depends on if she gets an extra hit in, with that A1. But, you know, it's not that big a deal. I mean, you know, I was just trying to show you how much damage she does. She got the one hit in, so she got to get another A1 in before she can even go through. And she didn't get to go again. So she's not going to get it up probably this round before they all die. They got so much poison on them, it's just going to kill everybody. The other time that she did this, if you look, if you look at the damage, 139,000, and there wasn't a lot of buffs up. But still, 140,000 damage. Nothing has 140,000 hit points on these mobs. I mean, by a long shot. Now the ball, she doesn't do as much damage when she's got all this stuff up. And see, she's only got 2. She's not up yet. So I thought maybe she had her buffs up. So she now has it up. And you look, and everybody has like 7, 6, 7 buffs up. And now she's fixing to hit the boss. And of course, it won't be as much because it's 600,000 points worth of damage. You see, it went down over a quarter. And unfortunately, it's on a 4-turn cooldown. If it was on a 3, it'd be even better. But it was already overpowered as far as a hit. You just need a lot of accuracy on her, is what you need. She got 2.1 million points worth of damage. The next highest one was Bad L with about a half a mil. She got a half a mil. That's how much damage she did. She's an incredible champ to have. I mean, you know, if you got her, you got lucky. Of course, you know, Lydia's setting her up. She did 700,000. She did a lot of damage, but Lydia set her up. So, you know, each time she had that drop defense, she had that weaken on there, so that doubled her damage. So, you know, but these two together, it's insane how much damage she can do. You know, and it's a great combo, without a doubt. And so if you got her, you got really lucky. And I mean, you know, once you get Lydia, and Lydia takes a long time, it's hard to get Lydia, but those two pair up really well together. They can do some insane damage. And then there's a rare called Renegade if you have her, where it lowers that cooldown down by 2 turns. You can clear that dungeon out with the 2 of them in about 30 seconds. And you know, I think the longest dungeon is Fire Night, which takes about 1 minute once you get the composition right and the timing right. But then you know, she's an excellent champ. If you got her, you're lucky. But everybody, thanks for watching. Remember, please subscribe to the channel, and I hope everybody enjoyed it. Have a good night.